I can tell you that our legislators and Representative Brad Galvez is at the top of the list. Find issues out in the marketplace, and they come together and bring solutions. So with that, I know, Brad, we've had a bill last year talking about solid currency and gold and silver. Why don't you come up and tell us a little bit about what we're signing here today and give you a chance to speak to the group.
Thank you. I appreciate being with you today. Last year, and I say last year, 2011 session, Larry Hilton, who I recognize here today, Larry came to me with a proposal to run a bill regarding sound money. And so last year I ran House Bill 317, which made gold and silver coins issued by the federal government legal tender in the state of Utah, exempted them from capital gains tax, and made it voluntary, not mandatory. And people may ask, why is that so significant? What's important about that? Just a few weeks ago, we had Bern Bernanke, who came out and said, and I'll use his words, the level of federal deficit and debt is clearly unsustainable. And then he went on to say that even though we may not know when a financial crisis will occur, it is ever so closer. And so we have, in the state of Utah, passed a bill now that provides for an alternative currency to be used, to be available in the state of Utah. So in the event that there is a collapse or a concern or issue with Federal Reserve notes or the dollar, we can continue to transact business in Utah. Since the bill passed, last year, as you may know, we had a number of special sessions because of some issues and concerns. One of our House PR persons came to me and said, Representative Galvez, what are you doing? And as a freshman legislator, I kind of looked at myself and thought, what am I doing? What I do wrong? And he says, do you realize that your bill has had more Google hits than any other bill this session? And that included, for those that may remember, a small bill called Grandma, House Bill 477, and maybe an immigration bill, House 116. This bill had more hits than any other bill during the legislative session and thereafter. In the Washington Post, Washington Times, LA Times, New York Times, we've had a lot of articles regarding this bill. House Bill 157 that we're signing today is just a follow-up bill, a companion bill, if you will, that takes some additional steps to help this make this bill and make this sound money system a little more compatible, a little more functioning in the state of Utah.
And I'll just read this last page that we use for these signings. Be it known that House Bill 157 from Brad Galvez and co-sponsored by Senator John Valentine passed the Utah State Legislature, the House. In acknowledgement whereof, I, Gary R. Herbert, Governor of the State of Utah, affixed my signature on April 12, 2012.